I guess we're still in a Samba fun fever because Hello Carbot Season 12 is continuing the theme of festivities with Hello Carbot Boomba. What is a Boomba? The Bomba is a traditional dance and musical style of Puerto Rico. Okay, some more likely musical cultural stuff from Korean robots. I think there's also a double meaning as in the boom in Boomba could also allude to the booming of drums. And Ba is the start of balls. Yeah, it looks like the main season gimmick is Carbots with balls that can be fired. It's been a while since we've seen projectile gimmicks in Carbot or even Transformers, and I guess they're also doing a bit of a toy gimmick synergy with their current mid-card ball. Let's look at the first four that already have toy leaks. First teased in one description of Season 11, we finally have a look at the updated fan-favorite old character Hawk Axe. Yes, he's looking considerably blockier with harder angles in the legs, and skinnier legs, and a more hard-angled grill, and also some car features. But on the other hand, he's looking remarkably similar to his old Hyundai Grandeur or Zero form. I mean, it looks like it's pretty much the same layout and transformation scheme, unlike his Pentastorm teammates, which had to be completely reinvented for an all-in-one combination, so he gets to retain a level of familiarity. And I also expressed my contention of how the Penta X Carbot's heads, arguably the most defining feature of any robot, have been completely reinvented, save for two of them. And it might be similar with Hawk Axe's head. I mean, I guess it has some similar design cues, like his yellow crest and the beaked faceplate. But on the other hand, the rest of it is unfamiliar, I guess. No white on his head. It's not quite a star shape. And it's going to the typical visor eyes and not the two separate eyes. And Grandeur Hawk's head looked a little too small for his big, broad chest, but it was passable. It was okay if you were willing to overlook it, but somehow I guess Hawk Axe's head is looking even smaller. With just a bonnet that's just one piece, no cutout, notch in the middle, so it's just like a big drooping down chest, which just kind of makes it look a little weirdly proportioned, if you ask me. Like a chest beer gut. And he has his railgun machine gun, now with an added scope and cast in black unlike his bright yellow. And featured for the show in the first time when none of the Carbots in the very first season had guns on screen. I wonder how many kids were wondering in the very first years of Hello Carbot.
Hey, all these Carbots have cool names, but Hawk has an animal name. Why doesn't he have something that looks like an animal?
I wasn't asking either. I thought it was just a nice, subtle, interpretive motif. So what do you do to upgrade him but make him a literal hawk? Hawk Axe is a triple changer now. Now he's a robot car and hawk. Okay, this is appropriate, but also very predictably and silly, and yeah, it just looks like it's Hawk is a hawk. Hawk is a hawk. That's funny. That is appropriately funny, but yeah, it's a nice upgrade. Yeah. Hello Carbot is on the Korea product safety site, but they're registered differently. They go by these product numbers, these model numbers, which I haven't really gone over my years of reviewing. They've started from number 1 and gone all the way up to over 100. The Coon and Movie series are their own separate numbered list. You have to search up this to find the Hello Carbot leaked products here. So here's an actual in-hand toy photo of Hawk Axe. HCB number 116B. I think this letter denotes the color, though it's blue. I guess maybe it's a holdover from their very early years. But as I said, the front bonnet has the hard angles, but I think the rest of the car is still looking pretty modernly curvaceous. Very similar to the Laranja or Zera of old. And then there's the accessory just lying onto here, just halfway folded. I'm assuming that can be stored. And here's the low-res stock photos. First of the box was carrying the similar axe motif as his other teammates. With the silver border, yeah, there's the... It's all illustrations. Robot car Hawk. Yeah, and some actual toy photos. Yeah, as you can see from this angle, yeah, it's a pretty nice-looking, non-licensed car. Oh no, just tell me that is a mistransformed stock photo. Tell me that's an animation error. For our second Carbot and all-new character, Laranja. An interesting tidbit is that Laranja was teased with Samba Just Force's bio, right here, as his girlfriend. So we have another Fembot Carbot. So maybe that didn't work out for those two because it says right here she's the girlfriend of Hawk Axe, and thus with matching colors. I'm not gonna get too much into the bio here, but I guess another interesting thing is that this chest color and shoulder colors are gemstones that change color with emotions. So here's a leaked in-hand photo, number 115. So it's officially described her car mode is a Mini Cooper style. I guess I can kind of see it. It's kind of curved like a Cooper. It has a low wheelbase, but it still looks a little hard angled. That at first I thought this was just an SUV with an unusually low wheelbase. Yeah, elevate those and it will kind of look the part, but I don't think it looks that curvaceous enough to be a Mini Cooper, but it is still just a good modern civilian car of unlicensed type. A small return to form to cars and Carbot. So much like the Carbots, the outer exterior is mostly one color, but the robot interior is pretty colorful, just sporting lots of primarily yellow with some orange, and the accents of the Earth's navy blue car on the outer shell and on the chest. Ooh, she's been working out. She's packing some abs. So I guess she does have some sort of brutish motif. I mean, her unique word mark has a little bit of a stone hammer there, and her head sculpting, I guess it's kind of simple, just like maybe a small feminine faceplate and a big forehead crest, and some rather thick, bullish looking horns. I guess he has arm side panels, has some detailing there, and extra flip up kibble on a small windscreen backpack, and yeah, spread out the shoulders as it's it. And her main weapons are two twin axes. So apart from accessories and transformation, this is just a straightforward car to robot without any extra gimmicks attached to it. And it has the basic articulation. It doesn't really look like she has biceps or ankle tilts. Going over the stock photos, the packaging has a jungle theming about it. And that somewhat simplistically outlined border, but it does have her design cues of her shoulder orange gems. And I guess these are more muted colors of the toy colors. Car mode, it looks like it's gonna be one of those cars without any back windows. And this blurb, her 4-dimensional personality, and you don't know where she'll spring up. That's exactly the same personality as Guy, but she has different verbal takes, so she's a different take on this personality, I guess, whatever this means. Now we're really getting into the season gimmick with Screwboomba. That's B-U-M-B-A Boomba. I know you would like to distinctly think this is Boom Bob, and you might accidentally read this as Bumba, but I think you'll get used to it. This is Screwboomba. Yeah, so another big red Carbot with some extra green. The head is looking kind of nicely faceplate style. Nice shoulder wings and a big yellow trident or prong thing with 4 balls. They're actually called Carbot booms. Yeah, so I guess just one Carbot boom in the chest to press a button and just make it launch. And 2 booms can be stored on his right in front of his feet. And one can be stored in the staff accessory. And he turns into an SUV. An SUV with black side doors and a big weapon on top, as it is with weapon storage. Carbot number 117 red. And his face is mistransformed. He's doing a war boost. It kind of looks like a extended engine block though, from this angle. Number 4, we have Powerbomba. Another Carbot that's a G-Wagon style SUV like a Mercedes-Benz G-Class. Powerbomba. I think this is a somewhat busy looking design. He has big shoulder stacks and extra wing stacks and blue and red and a bit of green from his Carbot boom balls and his big old cannon. And his toy number 118. I guess it kind of looks like that Mercedes G-Class with the longer bonnet. Pretty blue car, long blue car with a big ball cannon right on top just for that over-the-top roof weapons, because roof weapons are tacky but cool, and weapon storage. So I guess there's 4 of them, and 2 of them can be stored on the side, 1 can be stored in the center, that can be launched, and also 1 in the robot mode chest. Okay, now we're getting into the characters that haven't had their toys revealed yet, and we're only going off of the digital renders. And I'm gonna do my best to translate the Korean names, but disclaimer, do not take my spellings word for word. I could easily phonetically mess up some of these. I consider the English name official if it appears on the box or HelloCarbotToyRock.com. Okay, with that said, Egryboom. I'm guessing Egryboom. So he's a red police car. There's police right there. And he has 2 batons. And it looks like it's a very simplistic car. It looks like it transforms in the exact same way as Phaser and Sonic Boom. Pager, I think that could have been either Phaser or Pager. But the very few of us that know of it kind of got stuck with Pager, but I think it might be more of Phaser. You see how this get confusing? So I think they might be the same size as those giant loader cars. Prudy-Boom. I'm gonna guess Prudy-Boom or Prudy-Boom. Just kind of wait for a while for confirmation. Yeah, but he's a green police SUV. Yeah, they're getting really colorful with police cars, even though Hello Carbot loves to rehash its police, fire, and ambulance. At least they're different colored police cars this time. And he also has very simple looking twin police batons and also transforms in that same way as him here. Looks like they might be part of a larger set. And Supporty-Boom. Supporty-Boom? So he's a gray, white, and red armored police car. I guess a bit of the tanky type. With some big broad shoulders and a shield piece, parts forming shield piece that looks like it'll form the roof. And a tiny little red pistol. It looks like it'll be a nice gray, orange, and white. A very blocky armored car. This looks like a pretty big bot. Drocop. Drocop? So it looks like he's going to be a triple changer. Like he says he has a police car mode and a drone carrier mode. I guess that explains the little VTOL wings on his shoulders. It might be a big land police car thing and it doesn't flip out wings. And it looks like he has a combination of a police baton and sword. I mean, there's police written on that little red rod there and a big old gun. And because we have to have combining Carbot, these 3, Egryboom, Prudy-Boom, Supporty-Boom, Drocop, they all combine into Hyper Cops. So you see the red and green ones form the arms, Drocop forms the body, and it's really hard to tell where Supporty-Boom goes in this combination. I mean, it says he forms both arms. I mean, maybe arm connectors? Wait, oh, okay, I see. Oh, I see. He forms the boots. Just stilting boots. Really don't see where the rest of it goes. Maybe he forms a new combiner head too. But yeah, I guess it just gives this spot a little with the little scrawny arms into just bigger, beefier car arms. And then those robot arms form shoulder cannons. Oh, and you can see more of his aerial vehicular cockpit there. But hold on now. a big police combiner in white, red, and green with big VTOL fans. Brave Police J. Decker Gun Max homage, obviously, and not just by coincidence or loose inspiration. And we're veering back to the ball gimmick with what looks like 3 smaller beast-type animals that transform into vehicles. The first is Dozer Bomb-Bomb, likely Dozer Bomb-Bomb. So he's a white tiger with a yellow head that turns into a bulldozer. That explains the tread legs and claws in those tread legs. And pretty white bulldozer, though. Personally, I think a snowplow would be a more unique alternate mode, and I guess it also has a ball launching gimmick. It looks like the ball under his flat neck flap just goes there and then it launches. I'm thinking this might be like a smaller toy class. It just might be a small deluxe to Voyager size toy that might auto-transform and fire the ball as it transforms or in stage 2. That's what I'm guessing. The next one is Remi Bomb-Bomb, a cement mixer. That's another tiger. I mean, apart from the orange colors and the stripings on his face, doesn't really look like a tiger at first glance. I thought it was a bear, because it doesn't look like it has big claws and just standing upright. That hardly looks like a tiger. And I guess, yeah, he also has a ball in there and he just fires the ball, but and I guess it kind of looks a little hilarious when he's holding the ball. It kind of looks like he just has a big ball over his non-existent mouth. And Are스밤밤. This might be trickier, but I think it's Are스밤밤. Yeah, this is a funny looking guy. I mean, the top, it looks like it's just a standard humanoid robot, just with a somewhat familiar looking face and little short arms and then tiny little legs. Yeah, this actually looks like the love child of Jet Cruiser and a Kung Egg. So we have this egg-shaped little robot that shoots balls in his chest. And that's gonna look really hollow without the ball. Okay, so that's 11 toys total to collect or selectively pick. The first 3 are ready to go by the beginning of April, and the 4th one shortly after, so keep an eye out on eBay and Korean shopping sites to get a hold of these if you want to. The animated series is airing on the first week of April, and it's going for 26 episodes of every week. It will wrap up in September, and then we'll probably see season 13 in October. It could be Hello Carbot South American Music Part 3, or it could go in a completely different direction. But they will very likely stick to one main ensemble gimmick across the season, leaving any Carbot characters or concepts that do not directly or aesthetically relate to the current season in the void. Thank you for watching, be sure to like and subscribe, and until next time, this is KRBrickBot signing off.